Welcome back, American Coin Hunter. The 2016 D1 cent coin is one of those modern American pennies that almost everyone has seen, touched, or spent without a second thought. Yet very few people truly understand how powerful this small copper-colored coin can be when the right errors, varieties, and mint characteristics come together in a single piece. Because while millions upon millions of these coins were produced for everyday circulation, only a tiny fraction exist with the kind of minting. Mistakes that transform a simple pocket change penny into something collectors dream about, talk about, and in rare cases value at astonishing figures that sound almost impossible to believe. The Lincoln cent itself has a long and emotional history in American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and by the time 2016 arrived, the design had already evolved through multiple compositions, reverse styles, and minting technologies, making each year a snapshot of American mint history frozen in metal. The 2016 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and the small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse tells us exactly where it was produced, a single letter that quietly carries decades of minting tradition behind it. The Denver Mint is known for producing massive quantities of coins with high efficiency, yet even with modern quality control systems, mistakes still happen. And when they do, they can create some of the most valuable modern era coins ever discovered. This is where the story of the 2016 D1 cent becomes truly fascinating, because this coin exists at the intersection of modern minting technology and human imperfection, and that combination can be extremely profitable for collectors who know what to look for in terms of physical characteristics. The standard 2016 D Lincoln cent weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Because it is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating, a composition introduced in 1982 to reduce production costs. The diameter is about 19.05 millimeters, and the thickness is roughly 1.52 millimeters, making it lightweight and easy to overlook. Yet even within these precise specifications, errors can occur, such as off-metal strikes where the coin is struck on the wrong planchet, resulting in unusual weight differences that immediately alert experienced collectors that something extraordinary has happened. A 2016 D penny struck on a copper planchet, for example, would weigh closer to 3.11 grams, instantly separating it from ordinary circulation coins and placing it into a completely different category of rarity and value. The design of the 2016 D penny continues the Lincoln Shield reverse that was introduced in 2010. Symbolizing Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as a single unified nation. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's right-facing portrait remains one of the most recognizable images in American history, created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can still be found subtly near the shoulder of Lincoln's bust. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 2016, surround the portrait, and it is within these letters, numbers, and edges that some of the most valuable errors can be found, including doubled dies, die breaks, and misaligned strikes that dramatically increase the coin's desirability. One of the most talked about error types associated with the 2016 D penny is the doubled die error, where the coin design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. This is not the same as machine doubling, which has little to no premium value, but a true double die shows clear separation, thickness, and rounded edges in the lettering and numbers. On some rare examples, collectors have reported strong doubling on the date, particularly on the numbers 2 and 6, as well as on the word Liberty, making these coins highly sought after. When verified by professional grading services, such errors can sell for hundreds, thousands, or in extreme cases, far more depending on condition and demand. Another powerful category of errors includes off-center strikes, where the planchet is not properly seated during the strike, causing part of the design to be missing while the rest is sharply detailed. A 2016 D penny struck significantly off-center while still showing the full date and mint mark can command very strong prices, especially in uncirculated condition. The more dramatic and visually striking the error, the higher the collector interest, because these coins serve as tangible proof that even modern, high-speed minting processes are not immune to mistakes. Then there are die cracks, die breaks, and retained cuds, where the metal flows into damaged areas of the die, creating raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin. Some 2016 D pennies exhibit dramatic die breaks that cut across Lincoln's portrait or the shield on the reverse, creating unique patterns that cannot be duplicated. Each of these coins is essentially one of a kind, because die damage evolves over time, meaning no two error coins are exactly alike. This uniqueness is a major driver of value, especially among advanced collectors who specialize in modern error sense. The most extreme claims surrounding the 2016 D penny involve ultra-rare transitional errors, experimental strikes, or undisclosed mint anomalies that allegedly exist in private collections and have never been publicly auctioned. In collector circles and online discussions, figures as high as $193 million are sometimes mentioned, not as confirmed auction results, but as theoretical valuations tied to hypothetical discoveries of unique specimens, such as a 2016 D penny struck in solid copper, struck on a foreign planchet, or struck with a previously unknown die variety that fundamentally rewrites what is known about that year's production. These numbers capture attention and fuel imagination, and while no public sale has confirmed such a valuation, the very fact that collectors discuss these possibilities shows how powerful rarity, combined with mystery, can be in the numismatic world. Market value for verified error 2016 D pennies varies widely. Common circulated examples are worth exactly 1 cent, but once you enter the realm of certified errors, the numbers rise quickly. Minor off-center strikes or small die cracks can sell for $20 to $100, while dramatic errors, doubled dies, or wrong planchet strikes can reach into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars depending on grade and eye appeal. Condition plays a massive role because a pristine uncirculated error with sharp details and original mint luster will always outperform a worn example, even if the error type is the same. The history of the 2016 D penny is also tied to a broader moment in American coinage, as the U.S. Mint continued producing billions of cents each year despite ongoing debates about the cost of production versus face value. In 2016, it still cost more than 1 cent to produce a penny, making every error coin even more ironic, because a coin designed to save money can end up being worth more than gold to the right collector. This contradiction is part of what makes modern cents so fascinating, because they exist at the intersection of economics, politics, and history. Collectors who search rolls of 2016 D pennies often do so with intense focus, using magnification, digital scales, and reference guides to identify subtle anomalies that others would miss. The thrill of finding an error coin in circulation is unmatched because it feels like discovering buried treasure in plain sight. Every scratch, every letter, every number is examined, because the difference between an ordinary penny and a life-changing discovery can be almost invisible to the untrained eye. What truly elevates the 2016 D penny into legendary status is not just its errors, but the stories surrounding them, the rumors, the private collections, the coins that surface briefly online and then disappear, and the idea that somewhere, possibly right now, an extraordinary specimen is sitting unnoticed in a jar, a drawer, or a forgotten coin roll. This sense of possibility keeps collectors searching and keeps the market alive, because as long as coins continue to circulate, new discoveries remain possible. If you hold a 2016 D penny in your hand, you are holding more than just a piece of small change. You are holding a fragment of modern American history, a product of advanced minting technology, and potentially a gateway into a world where knowledge turns cents into fortunes. The weight, the metal, the mint mark, the design, and the tiniest imperfections all combine to tell a story that most people never stop to hear. But for those who listen closely, the 2016 D penny can speak volumes about value, rarity, and the extraordinary potential hidden in the ordinary. As the conversation around the 2016 D 1 cent coin continues to grow, it becomes clear that this penny represents far more than a modern zinc-based coin produced in huge numbers, because within the world of numismatics, value is not determined by age alone, but by rarity, condition, demand, and most importantly by the story that a coin carries with it. And the 2016 D penny carries a story that is still being written. Many collectors believe that modern error coins are actually harder to find than older ones because minting technology today is far more precise, meaning that when an error does escape detection, it becomes instantly more desirable. This belief fuels the intense interest in coins like the 2016 D-Cent, especially when verified errors appear on the market and quickly sell for prices that shock the general public. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2016 D-Penny is how subtle some of the most valuable errors can be. Unlike dramatic off-center strikes that are obvious at first glance, some errors require careful examination under magnification. For example, double dies on modern cents can sometimes appear only on specific letters or numbers, such as slight separation in the word trust or thickness differences in the numbers of the date. To an untrained eye, these coins look completely normal, which is why so many potentially valuable pennies are still being spent every day without a second thought. This hidden nature adds a sense of mystery and excitement, because it means that valuable coins are still out there, circulating quietly among ordinary change. Another error type that has drawn serious attention among collectors is the die clash, which occurs when the obverse and reverse die strike each other without a planchet in between. This can leave faint, ghost-like impressions of one side's design on the other side of the coin. Some 2016 D-pennies show traces of Lincoln's profile appearing in the shield area or parts of the shield visible near Lincoln's face. These ghostly images are not damage. They are evidence of a minting mistake, and when clearly visible and confirmed by professionals, they add both intrigue and value to the coin. The clearer and more dramatic the clash marks, the more desirable the coin becomes. There is also the fascinating category of broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a retaining collar, causing it to spread outward and appear larger than normal with no defined rim. A 2016 D-penny with a clean broad strike error, especially one with sharp details and minimal wear, can attract strong bids from collectors who specialize in modern mint errors. These coins feel different in the hand, look different under the light, and immediately stand out when compared to a standard penny, making them some of the easiest errors for beginners to recognize once they know what to look for. Market behavior surrounding the 2016 D-penny has shown how quickly interest can surge when a particular error variety gains attention online. A single high-profile auction result or viral social media post can suddenly send collectors rushing to search their change, driving up demand almost overnight. This phenomenon has been seen repeatedly in modern numismatics, and the 2016 D-Cent is no exception. When collectors believe that a specific variety is scarce or undervalued, prices can rise sharply, sometimes far beyond what traditional price guides predict. This dynamic market environment is part of what makes collecting modern error coins both exciting and unpredictable. The role of professional grading services cannot be overstated when discussing high-value claims for the 2016 D-penny. Certification by respected grading companies adds legitimacy, authenticity, and market confidence. A raw error coin might be interesting, but once it is encapsulated in a holder with an official grade and error designation, its marketability increases dramatically. Buyers are willing to pay a premium for assurance, and this premium can be substantial when dealing with rare or unusual errors. For any collector hoping to achieve top dollar, certification is often a critical step. The idea of a 2016 D-penny reaching a theoretical valuation of $193 million exists more as a symbol of ultimate rarity than as a reflection of everyday market reality. Such a figure would only be conceivable if a truly unique specimen were discovered, something unprecedented in modern U.S. coinage, such as a one-of-a-kind transitional error or an experimental strike never meant to leave the mint. While this remains speculative, speculation itself plays a powerful role in numismatics because it drives curiosity, research, and relentless searching. The possibility, however remote, is enough to keep collectors engaged and hopeful. What also makes the 2016 D-penny compelling is its accessibility. Unlike ancient coins or classic gold pieces that require significant investment to acquire, this penny can still be found in circulation, in bankrolls, and in everyday transactions. This accessibility democratizes the hunt, allowing anyone, regardless of budget, to participate. A child sorting through pocket change has the same chance, however small, of finding an extraordinary error as a seasoned collector searching thousands of dollars worth of rolls. This shared possibility connects collectors across generations and backgrounds. The historical context of 2016 itself adds another layer of interest. It was a year of political, cultural, and economic change in the United States, and coins minted during that time serve as physical reminders of that era. While the penny's design remained stable, the world around it was shifting, and future collectors may look back at 2016 coins as artifacts of a pivotal moment in modern history. This broader context can influence long-term collectability, especially as fewer pennies remain in circulation over time due to hoarding, melting bans, and simple loss. As more collectors turn their attention to modern era coins, competition increases, and with competition comes rising prices. Coins that once sold for modest amounts can quickly become expensive as awareness grows. The 2016 D penny sits squarely in this trend, benefiting from both its modern origin and the growing appreciation for era coins as legitimate and exciting collectibles. This shift in perception has helped modern cents gain respect within the numismatic community, challenging the old belief that only ancient or early American coins are worth serious money. Every time someone pauses before spending a penny and decides to look at it more closely, the legacy of the 2016 D cent grows. Each discovered error, each new variety documented, and each auction result adds another piece to the puzzle. The story is far from complete, and that is what makes it so compelling. The 2016 D penny is not just a finished chapter in coin history. It is an ongoing narrative, shaped by discovery, curiosity, and the enduring human fascination with finding something extraordinary where no one else thought to look. Is this conversation helpful so far? As the search for the 2016 D1 cent continues in greater depth, collectors begin to realize that understanding this coin is not just about identifying obvious mistakes, but about developing patience, discipline, and a sharp eye for the smallest details, because sometimes the most valuable clues are hidden in places most people never examine. The edges of the coin, for example, are often overlooked, yet they can reveal important information about how the coin was struck. A 2016 D penny with a partial or missing edge, uneven thickness, or unusual metal flow along the rim may indicate a striking error that occurred during high-speed production. These edge-related anomalies can significantly increase value when confirmed as mint errors rather than post-mint damage. The sound and feel of a coin can also provide subtle hints. Experienced collectors often notice that error coins feel different in the hand, whether slightly lighter, heavier, or oddly balanced. When weighed on a precise digital scale, these differences can become measurable, and any deviation from the standard 2.5 grams immediately raises questions. A penny weighing significantly less could indicate an incomplete planchet or improper plating, while a heavier coin could suggest a wrong metal strike or retained foreign material. Each of these possibilities opens the door to higher value and deeper investigation. Plating errors are another area where the 2016 D penny has generated excitement. Since modern pennies are copper-plated zinc, problems during the plating process can cause bubbles, blisters, peeling, or missing copper layers. Some 2016 D cents exhibit dramatic plating blisters that create raised, uneven surfaces, while others show areas where the zinc core is exposed. While minor plating issues are relatively common and carry modest premiums, extreme and visually striking examples can become highly collectible, especially when they remain in uncirculated condition. These coins tell the story of the industrial processes behind modern coinage and the imperfections that can arise even in highly controlled environments. The psychology of collectors plays a major role in determining the value of coins like the 2016 D penny. Humans are naturally drawn to rarity and uniqueness, and error coins represent a break from uniformity. Each error is a reminder that systems can fail, and that failure can produce something special. This emotional connection often drives bidding wars, where collectors compete not just for metal, but for the story, the bragging rights, and the sense of owning something truly uncommon. The more dramatic or mysterious the error, the stronger this emotional pull becomes. Online marketplaces and social media have transformed the way modern coins are discovered and traded. A collector can post a photo of a suspected 2016 D penny error and within minutes receive opinions from experts around the world. This rapid exchange of information accelerates discovery and increases awareness, which in turn affects prices. However, it also creates challenges, as misinformation can spread just as quickly. This is why education and verification are critical, especially when extraordinary claims are made about extreme values. Serious collectors rely on trusted references, professional opinions, and certified examples to separate genuine rarity from exaggerated hype. The long-term outlook for the 2016 D penny depends on several factors, including how many significant error varieties are ultimately documented, how many survive in high grades, and how collector interest evolves over time. As circulation pennies continue to disappear from everyday use, the opportunity to find fresh errors diminishes, potentially increasing the scarcity of undiscovered examples. This gradual reduction in supply, combined with sustained or growing demand, creates conditions that can support higher values in the future. The concept of condition rarity is especially important for modern coins. Because most 2016 D pennies entered circulation immediately, truly pristine examples are harder to find than one might expect. An error coin that somehow escaped circulation and remains in near-perfect condition can command a substantial premium over a similar error with wear. Mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces all contribute to desirability, and collectors are often willing to pay significantly more for quality. Even within the same error category, stories from collectors who have found valuable error pennies in everyday change continue to inspire new enthusiasts. These stories reinforce the idea that knowledge and persistence can be rewarded, and that valuable discoveries are not limited to those with large budgets or access to rare collections. The 2016 D penny embodies this spirit of discovery because it is both ordinary and extraordinary at the same time. It is a reminder that value is not always obvious, and that sometimes the most interesting treasures are hiding in plain sight. AS attention continues to focus on modern error coins. The 2016 D penny stands as a symbol of this evolving area of numismatics. It challenges traditional notions of what makes a coin valuable and invites collectors to look beyond age and precious metal content. In doing so, it opens the door to a deeper appreciation of the minting process, the history behind everyday objects, and the surprising ways in which small mistakes can create lasting value. Each new discovery adds momentum to the story, and with every roll searched, every coin examined, and every error documented, the legacy of the 2016 D penny grows stronger. The hunt itself becomes part of the reward, transforming an ordinary cent into a gateway for curiosity, learning, and the possibility of uncovering something truly remarkable. As we continue exploring the fascinating story of the 2016 D 1-cent coin, it becomes increasingly clear that this seemingly simple penny is a remarkable example of how modern numismatics combines history, technology, and human curiosity in ways few other collectibles can. While many people still dismiss the penny as trivial, collectors recognize that coins like the 2016 D offer an opportunity to witness minting errors in real time, study subtle variations, and potentially discover life-changing finds hidden in everyday circulation. The interplay of precision machinery and the inevitability of human or mechanical error creates a perfect environment for rarity to emerge even in the most mundane coins. Each 2016 D penny is a snapshot of that intersection, capturing the story of the Denver Mint's production process, the technology used, and the imperfections that occasionally slip through despite rigorous quality controls. Modern coins like this penny are produced at incredible volume. Millions of 2016 D pennies were minted for circulation, yet only a tiny fraction carry any kind of significant error. This scarcity, combined with public awareness and collector interest, drives both demand and the market value for notable examples. Some of the most compelling errors involve subtle doubling in the date, letters, or numbers, which may initially escape notice but are instantly recognizable to trained collectors or under magnification. The difference between a standard penny and a double die error can be almost invisible to the untrained eye, but it is precisely that rarity that gives these coins their extraordinary value. There are also misaligned dies to consider, where the obverse and reverse designs do not perfectly line up. In extreme cases, this misalignment can cause portions of the design to appear cut off or overlapping. A 2016 D penny with a strong misalignment error might show Lincoln's portrait partially cropped on one side or the shield on the reverse appearing shifted, creating a visually striking coin that is highly prized by collectors. Such errors are particularly exciting because they are inherently one-of-a-kind. The misalignment is rarely repeated in the exact same way on another coin, making each discovery unique. Another category of rare errors is known as broad strike or partial collar errors. These occur when the coin is struck without the retaining collar that normally holds the metal in place during minting, causing the coin to spread outward and potentially lose part of its rim or gain an unusual thickness. A broad strike 2016 D penny with clear, well-defined design details can command a premium because it offers a striking visual contrast to ordinary circulation coins. The irregular shape, combined with the unaltered design features, makes it both a curiosity and a collector's treasure. Condition plays an enormous role in the value of these coins. Circulated pennies, even with minor errors, often carry only modest premiums because wear diminishes their appeal. However, uncirculated or mint state 2016 D pennies with strong error characteristics can attract significant attention. Coins graded at high levels, such as MS 65 or MS 66, particularly when verified as true error coins by professional grading services, are often worth many times more than their circulated counterparts. The grading process assures buyers that the error is authentic and that the coin is preserved in a superior state, which is why certification can dramatically enhance market value. One fascinating aspect of collecting modern errors is that they are both accessible and elusive at the same time. Unlike rare pre-20th century coins that may require expensive auctions or private sales to acquire, 2016 D pennies can still be found in circulation, bankrolls, and coin collections around the country. At the same time, the sheer volume of coins produced makes finding a significant error extremely challenging, which fuels the thrill of the hunt. For some collectors, the excitement comes not from the monetary value alone, but from the process of carefully examining each penny and discovering a subtle mistake that others overlooked. The story of the 2016 D penny also includes plating anomalies. Because modern pennies are primarily zinc with a thin copper plating, errors during plating can cause exposed zinc surfaces, blisters, peeling copper, or unusual coloration. A penny exhibiting a dramatic plating error, particularly one that remains uncirculated and visually appealing, can attract serious collector interest. Plating anomalies provide insight into the minting process, revealing where the machinery or chemical processes may have faltered, and offering a tangible connection to the technical challenges faced in producing billions of coins each year. Collectors also pay attention to edge characteristics. Although the standard 2016 D penny has a smooth, uniform edge, errors can result in missing, partially formed, or irregular edges. These deviations, while subtle, can indicate misaligned strikes, blank planchet issues, or die problems. Any variation from the standard specifications increases a coin's collectability because it demonstrates a departure from perfection, and collectors are drawn to that uniqueness. In fact, the edge of a coin is often the first clue a knowledgeable collector notices when assessing potential value beyond face value. Another factor contributing to the 2016 D penny's fascination is the potential for extreme valuation scenarios. While a standard circulated penny remains worth 1 cent, verified error examples with rare characteristics can sell for hundreds, thousands, or even speculative figures far beyond typical expectations. The idea of a 2016 D penny being worth $193 million is of course hypothetical and sensationalized, but it highlights the extreme rarity and collectability that such a unique discovery would represent. Even if such a coin were never discovered, the speculation drives awareness, discussion, and excitement among collectors, further fueling the market for these modern errors. The broader significance of this penny extends beyond pure numismatic value. Modern error coins like the 2016 D illustrate how industrial processes, human oversight, and chance combine to produce items that are simultaneously ordinary and extraordinary. They are a reminder that perfection is rare, that mistakes can create beauty, and that value is often determined not by material alone, but by rarity, history, and context. In this sense, the 2016 D penny is both a piece of currency and a historical artifact, documenting the technological, economic, and cultural conditions of 2016 in a tangible form. Collectors who specialize in modern-era pennies often develop meticulous systems for examining coins, using magnification, precise digital scales, and reference guides to identify subtle anomalies. The attention to detail required is immense, but the rewards can be equally significant. Each error, from minor doubling to dramatic off-center strikes, adds to the story of that coin year, and a well-documented 2016 D penny error can become a key piece in a collection, a conversation starter, and in some cases, a potentially high-value investment. The narrative surrounding the 2016 D penny continues to evolve as new discoveries emerge. Each find adds a new chapter, whether it is a doubled die previously undocumented, a striking misalignment, or a dramatic plating error. Collectors share photos, research findings, and auction results, creating a living archive of knowledge and enthusiasm. In this sense, the 2016 D penny is not just a collectible coin. It is a symbol of discovery, persistence, and the joy of learning through observation and investigation. The story of the 2016 D 1-cent coin deepens further when we consider the intricate world of rare varieties and advanced errors, because this coin demonstrates that even in the modern era, when billions of coins are minted with computerized precision, unique mistakes still emerge, creating opportunities for discovery, documentation, and remarkable market value. One of the most compelling aspects of the 2016 D penny is how many subtle variations exist that often go unnoticed by casual observers but are immediately recognized by experienced collectors. Doubled dies continue to dominate collector interest, particularly on the date and the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," where doubling can appear as tiny but noticeable separations in the raised metal. The differences can be minute, sometimes only visible under magnification, yet they instantly elevate a coin from ordinary to collectible. For example, some specimens show slight doubling on the number 6 in 2016, creating a distinctive visual effect that is highly prized in error coin catalogs and professional grading databases. Die clashes are another fascinating category that has been documented among certain 2016 D pennies. In these instances, faint impressions of Lincoln's portrait or the shield reverse appear on the opposite side of the coin due to dies striking each other without a planchet in place. The result is ghost-like images that add both intrigue and rarity. These coins are particularly appealing because no two die clashes are ever identical, meaning each is a unique artifact of the minting process. Advanced collectors specifically seek out these one-of-a-kind coins, knowing that the scarcity, combined with aesthetic appeal, can significantly influence market value. Off-center strikes, another dramatic type of error, can vary in severity from minor to extreme. A minor off-center strike may show a small section of Lincoln's face or the shield cut off, whereas a major off-center strike can create a strikingly uneven coin with large portions of the design missing. 2016 D pennies exhibiting extreme off-center strikes are incredibly rare because modern minting equipment includes safeguards designed to prevent such errors. When one is discovered in near-perfect condition with sharp design details, it becomes a highly sought-after collector's item. Collectors are willing to pay hundreds, sometimes thousands, for such coins, especially if the error is dramatic and the coin remains uncirculated. Another category that captures attention is broad strikes and missing collar errors. When the retaining collar is not properly engaged during striking, the coin metal spreads outward, resulting in a larger diameter and often a missing or incomplete rim. Broad strike 2016 D pennies that maintain detailed design features are highly collectible because they visually depart from ordinary coins yet preserve the integrity of the Lincoln portrait and shield. Some coins even combine a broad strike with other anomalies, such as doubling or die cracks, which multiply their desirability and potential market value. Plating anomalies are also an area of significant interest for collectors. Since the 2016 D penny is primarily zinc with a thin copper plating, issues such as missing plating, peeling copper, blisters, or unusual discoloration can occur. Minor plating defects are relatively common and may only slightly raise a coin's value, but dramatic examples that remain uncirculated are exceptionally rare. A 2016 D penny with a large copper blister or exposed zinc surfaces can become a centerpiece in a collection, demonstrating the mint's imperfections while providing a visually compelling and unique coin. Collectors also consider edge anomalies when evaluating modern pennies. Standard 2016 D pennies have smooth, uniform edges, but misaligned strikes, die problems, or improper planchets can result in irregular, missing, or partially formed edges. These errors are subtle and often overlooked by casual collectors, but experts recognize that even minor variations from the standard edge can add to a coin's rarity and appeal. Every anomaly, no matter how small, is a potential key to unlocking additional value. The concept of condition rarity is particularly important in modern era coins. Because most 2016 D pennies circulated widely, pristine, uncirculated examples are less common than one might assume. Even coins with dramatic errors are far more valuable when they retain original mint luster, sharp design details, and clean surfaces. A graded MS-65 or MS-66 2016 D penny with a significant error can sell for multiple times the value of a circulated example. Professional grading services provide authentication and assurance of quality, which is crucial when extraordinary claims of rarity and value are made. A certified coin carries credibility in the market, making it easier for collectors and investors to confidently bid high amounts. The online market has transformed the way collectors engage with 2016 D pennies. Social media, specialized forums, and auction platforms allow instant communication and verification. A collector in one state can post a suspected error coin, receive feedback from experts across the country, and even sell it to the highest bidder within days. This rapid exchange accelerates discovery and increases awareness of rare coins, driving market activity and sometimes creating bidding wars. While speculation can inflate prices, it also underscores the intense desire among collectors to acquire unique coins, especially those that may never appear in circulation again. Stories of 2016 D penny discoveries often capture the imagination. A collector might find a valuable error coin in a roll of change from a bank or stumble upon one while sorting through coins saved in jars for decades. These hidden treasures reinforce the idea that extraordinary finds are possible for anyone, regardless of experience or budget. Each discovery adds to the collective knowledge of the coin's varieties and continues to expand the market for modern errors. The 2016 D penny story is not merely about individual coins, but also about the broader context of modern minting practices, economics, and historical significance. It embodies a moment in time when the U.S. Mint produced billions of coins while operating under cost pressures, technological advancements, and high demand. Each error coin, whether it is a double die, off-center strike, broad strike, or plating anomaly, reflects both the limitations and the capabilities of modern minting. Collectors are drawn to these coins not only for their potential monetary value, but also for the narrative they tell about precision, imperfection, and discovery. As attention to modern error coins grows, the 2016 D penny continues to stand out as a highly collectible piece. Its combination of accessibility, rarity, and potential for extreme value makes it a perfect target for collectors at all levels. From beginners searching through pocket change to advanced enthusiasts meticulously examining coin rolls under magnification, the 2016 D penny offers both excitement and educational insight. It is a tangible connection to the minting process, a historical artifact from 2016, and a potential gateway to one of the most fascinating areas of modern numismatics. The fascination with the 2016 D 1-cent coin grows even more when we examine how speculation, private collections, and the potential for extreme rarity converge to create a market that is at once unpredictable and exhilarating. Unlike older coins whose rarity is well documented, modern era coins like the 2016 D are still actively being discovered, meaning there is a constant influx of new information, new finds, and new narratives that can reshape our understanding of their value. For example, a collector might uncover a previously unknown double die or off-center strike in circulation, instantly elevating a coin from a mundane penny to a potentially high-value piece. sometimes worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on severity and condition. The thrill of this possibility is a major reason why collectors remain intensely interested in 2016 D pennies, constantly scanning rolls and examining coins with magnification and precision scales. Private collections play a particularly important role in shaping the modern market. Many of the most dramatic error coins are never seen in circulation because they were discovered early by collectors who understood their significance and chose to preserve them. Some of these coins remain in private hands for decades, surfacing only occasionally in high-profile auctions or online sales. This exclusivity adds a layer of mystique to the 2016 D penny, as enthusiasts speculate about the hidden specimens that might exist, potentially including unique transitional strikes, experimental mintings, or extreme off-center errors. These stories, whether verified or anecdotal, fuel both curiosity and demand, keeping collectors engaged and motivated to search diligently for the next significant discovery. The potential for dramatic value increases is another element that makes the 2016 D penny so captivating. While circulated examples are worth only face value, uncirculated errors verified by grading services can sell for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Extreme errors, such as major off-center strikes, broad strikes combined with die doubling, or highly unusual plating anomalies, can command prices in the tens of thousands. Speculative claims of rare one-of-a-kind errors have even led to imaginative valuations in the tens of millions. And while these remain hypothetical, they illustrate the potential rarity and collectability that fuels the market. The psychological appeal of discovering something unique, something that no one else may have, is a driving force behind collector behavior. Online platforms have accelerated interest in modern error coins like the 2016 D penny. Collectors now have instant access to auctions, discussion forums, and image verification, allowing suspected errors to gain recognition within hours. This has created a highly dynamic market where awareness, scarcity, and condition converge to determine value quickly. Coins that previously might have sold for modest sums can suddenly skyrocket once publicized online, illustrating the powerful role of information and exposure in modern numismatics. At the same time, the digital age brings challenges, including the need to distinguish between genuine errors and misidentified coins, making expertise and professional grading increasingly important. One of the most compelling aspects of the 2016 D penny is its accessibility. Unlike rare gold coins or antique US cents that require significant investment to acquire, this penny can still be found in circulation or in bankrolls, giving new collectors a tangible entry point into the hobby. The possibility of finding a dramatic error in everyday change, an off-center strike, a doubled die, or a rare plating anomaly adds a level of excitement and inclusivity rarely seen in numismatics. It also means that a single ordinary penny has the potential to transform into a valuable collector's item with careful examination and verification. Condition and grading remain central to establishing value for 2016 D pennies. Coins that retain full mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces are far more desirable than circulated examples, even if the error type is the same. High-grade certified coins can achieve significant premiums because collectors and investors have confidence in their authenticity, preservation, and marketability. Professional grading services have become indispensable in this market, as their verification ensures that rare errors are correctly identified and valued. This level of assurance is particularly important for dramatic error types that carry the potential for high-dollar sales. The 2016 D penny also tells a story about the minting process and the technological challenges of producing billions of coins with consistency. Despite advanced machinery and quality control, the occurrence of errors, whether doubling, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or plating anomalies, reminds collectors that imperfection is an inevitable part of production. These mistakes, once considered flaws, have become valuable artifacts, giving insight into how modern coins are made and creating an entire subcategory of collectibles focused on error coins. Each irregularity serves as a tangible record of manufacturing history and human oversight, bridging the worlds of technology, economics, and numismatics. Collectors often describe the pursuit of 2016 D pennies as a blend of science, patience, and intuition. Identifying a valuable error requires knowledge of mint specifications, keen observation, and an understanding of the subtle signs that distinguish a true mint mistake from post-mint damage. Even experienced collectors sometimes encounter coins that require multiple examinations, reference checks, or grading service consultations to confirm their authenticity. This meticulous attention to detail is what makes the hunt for error coins so rewarding and why a single significant discovery can feel like uncovering hidden treasure. Finally, the ongoing narrative of the 2016 penny highlights the enduring appeal of modern coin collecting. Unlike ancient or historical coins whose scarcity is fixed, modern error coins continue to emerge, evolve in recognition, and influence market dynamics. Each new find, whether a dramatic error or a subtle variety, contributes to a growing body of knowledge and appreciation. The 2016 penny is therefore more than just a coin. It is a living symbol of discovery, opportunity, and the enduring human fascination with finding value in the unexpected.